Regardless of whether you're just starting to explore NFTs or you're an experienced NFT collector, the word Ethereum is likely to be something that you'll come across. In this video, we're going to dive into the world of Ethereum and try to understand what it is, why it's important, and how it's connected to NFTs. Hi, my name is Rory Blain. I'm the director of Sedition, the world's leading platform to collect, share, trade, display, and enjoy art in digital format with the world's leading contemporary artists. Today I'm going to explain to you what Ethereum is, why it's important, in the simplest way that I can. Let's start by saying that Ethereum is a blockchain. In the previous introductory video on what NFTs are, I already introduced the concept of a blockchain. So if you're not comfortable with that idea, then I'd invite you to watch that video first. It would help you to build on that when you move on to this. From that video, you may remember that I mentioned that anything, absolutely anything, can be recorded on the blockchain. Well, that's not actually entirely true. There are many different blockchains out there that serve different purposes. Originally, the idea behind the blockchain technology was to come up with a decentralized way to make payments. The idea that without relying on a single centralized entity, a bank or a government or whatever it might be, but once the initial solutions for that were out of the way, people started to look at what other ways this new technology can be applied. As a result, Ethereum was born to be the blockchain to take technology further and allow for far more advanced and interesting applications of it. Okay, so let's have a look into the history of Ethereum and try and figure out how it works and what you can do with it. Ethereum was conceived and first proposed in 2013 by a Russian-born Canadian programmer, Vitalik Buterin. Now, other co-founders of Ethereum were Gavin Wood, Charles Hoskinson, Anthony Delorio, and Joseph Lubin. It was brought to life later, in July of 2015. Ethereum positioned itself very much as a platform for decentralized applications that anyone can build and deploy on the network. Now, once those applications are on the network, no single centralized entity controls them anymore. It's all the very many computers running the Ethereum network, and that's what ensures the application's smooth operation. Essentially, Ethereum was the platform needed to realize the full potential of blockchain technology, as it's this that allowed many real-world cases and applications to be put to use with it. For example, on Ethereum, you can write a program that would allow you to deposit one token as collateral and then draw a loan backed by that collateral. That's as simple as that. You can just deposit some crypto coins and you can get a loan backed by your assets without any other credit checks involved. The contract will ensure that you pay, as if you don't, your collateral gets liquidated. Ethereum's goal is to genuinely and truly decentralize the world. It allows people to connect directly with each other, actually and genuinely removing the middleman. When understanding Ethereum, a key concept to get your head around is a smart contract. Now, the truth is that smart contracts are actually not all that smart, but we'll get to that in a minute. All contracts are essentially a string of ifs and thens, whys and wherefores. For example, if my flight is delayed by more than 5 hours, then I'm liable to get a refund from my insurance company. In real life, you know that it won't be that simple. The payment won't just automatically be made. You'll need to submit a form to claim it from your insurance company. They'll evaluate it, review all aspects of it, thoroughly refuse to pay you, and you'll go to an appeal. The usual process. The whole thing takes a long time, and if you're lucky, you may or may not end up with a payout at the end of it. The founding idea behind insurance was that a group of people simply came together and paid a small fee, and if an accident or an unfortunate circumstance takes place, then a payout is made. The basic idea behind insurance doesn't even involve intermediaries or profit. It's just a group of people coming together to share risk. So what if it were possible to return to the original idea of insurance? A piece of computer code can be programmed on Ethereum's blockchain whereby you pay a small fee, and then if a flight is delayed, you automatically get a payout. There's no appeals, no processing, no submitting, no reviews, no form filling. That'd be brilliant, right? Now, the unfortunate thing about smart contracts is, as I said, they're not actually that smart. They execute according only to the pre-written rules and instructions on them, and they cannot be changed once they're on the network, not even by the people who wrote the contract in the first place. So unlike real-world scenarios where the spirit of the law and the intention of what you set up might prevail over the letter of the law, that's not the case with smart contracts. They can become very tricky. Because complicated contracts can be launched on the Ethereum blockchain, and in that case, the contract programmers need to be very careful about planning that the contract only executes as they intended. Other people might seek to exploit any weaknesses or badly written contracts without enough safeguards. As of early 2022, we're expecting major upgrades to the Ethereum network. Ethereum is shifting from a proof-of-work mechanism to something called a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. The concepts involved are fairly complex and are too deep to cover in this brief video, but the important takeaway is that Ethereum is going to become far more eco-friendly than it currently is in early 2022. The energy resource costs of all those blockchain transactions and calculations are essentially going to be vastly reduced. Proof of work takes a lot of computing power, as computers are solving complex mathematical equations, which obviously produces all of the emissions that are required to produce the power to run all those computers. This has devastating consequences for our planet, and we're all now becoming very aware of that. On the contrary, the proof-of-stake mechanism is going to require far less computing power. The rewards are distributed in proportion to the coins staked or locked. So this makes Ethereum far closer to being carbon neutral. In addition to that, other major improvements to the blockchain are anticipated to take place in the next few months and years, and will continue to roll out to improve the efficiency of the network and to ensure its scalability. Ether, the native currency of the Ethereum blockchain, is a form of payment accepted on the Ethereum blockchain. The reason Ether is paid include, for example, deploying a smart contract to the blockchain, sending transactions, when a smart contract executes, and various other situations as well. The fractions of Ether that are paid to perform different actions on the blockchain are referred to as gas fees. This is similar to how gas or petrol powers your car. Gas fees power the Ethereum blockchain. Ether is just one of the tokens that you'll find on the Ethereum blockchain, albeit the main one. Many other tokens exist as well, as programmers of decentralized applications are able to create them and make them to power their system. In addition to tokens that serve as the transfer of value or essentially acting like money or currency, there's also non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, which you may remember from the previous video. Essentially, these are just records in the blockchain containing owner and ledger information on the digital file. In order to create an NFT, in other words, to list something on the blockchain, or as they say in the crypto community, to mint them, then you need to pay gas fees, which are paid in, you got it, Ether. When you buy an NFT from someone else, you'll also be transacting in Ether. If this all sounds very confusing, don't worry. It's pretty much the same payment system you've known and grown up with your entire life, except the names have changed. It's decentralized. That's the big takeaway from this. So to wrap up, Ethereum is a blockchain, a platform that hosts a wide range of decentralized applications, smart contracts, and NFTs. Now, the potential for the technology the Ethereum blockchain has unleashed is far greater than most of us realize at the moment. Unlike in previous applications of blockchain tech, which centered only on payments, Ethereum allows for a much wider range of uses, ranging from lending and borrowing, applications within NFTs, which allow a smart contract to automatically assign percentages of resale values and revenues to any given artwork or any digital asset, or indeed anyone who's minted an NFT. All in all, the potential of the Ethereum ecosystem is unparalleled, and in our opinion, it has implications for pretty much every business on the planet and every sphere of life and every individual on the planet. Of course, there are challenges, such as the delayed shift from proof of work to proof of stake, as well as the fact that gas fees are currently extraordinarily high. However, the Ethereum team are working hard on resolving those issues, and our hope, our belief, is that those challenges will be overcome in the coming months and years. I hope this has given you some better understanding of what Ethereum is. It's obviously a very light touch video on the entire concept, but I hope it gives you some difference between the blockchain, Ethereum, and Ether, the currency. Hopefully it will also give you some ideas and a bit of basic information on the potential for this technology. Please do check out our other video, the video that tells you about what a MetaMask is. This is one of the most essential tools you'll need to access the world of NFTs. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. This was Rory, the director of Sedition, the platform that allows you to collect, share, trade, and enjoy contemporary art by the world's leading artists. Stay tuned with Sedition.